Okay, here we go, a little break, and I got somebody I want to talk to. What's your name?
Mike O'Brien, City Councillor.
City Councillor. And what's going on here? Just to make Fredericton better?
This is a group that organized themselves called Fredericton Social Innovation. They've been talking for 5 or 6 years as a group. How can we get the community involved in setting what's important for the community, right? So this is their first time to really try to get the public involved, and the public come up with ideas that are an individual has an issue that was important to them. They put it on the board, then they have a chance for people to break and try to formulate ideas. If nobody wants to talk about it, nobody goes, right?
And it's Saturday, and there's still people here.
Well, it was Thursday night. It was all day Friday, and this morning is more of percolating it into so they can put a report together.
And it's a beautiful day outside.
It's a gorgeous day.
And they're still here.
Yeah, it's still here. Great idea, Charles. Look, it's as an elected official running the city, you always want, everybody on council wants to make the right decisions, right? But sometimes you don't have enough information, and you don't know what the public really wants. And just about everybody in council has a job. We're not full-time politicians.
No.
So you don't have time to go and knock on 1,000 doors.
Only election time.
Only election time. So in this case here, if this process works, in another few years, as it grows, the community will be able to come together and say, look, here's the things that's important to us, and that gives council the ammunition to say, okay, we know that's important, so we're going to try to work on it, instead of everybody thinking that they know everything.
So as an elected official, where are you going to bring this? Where are you going to bring it?
Well, the community owns this process.
Yes.
Eventually a report will come out of it through the volunteers. I think the report will come forward to the community through maybe the elected officials, through the council maybe to start with. It's not for me to, I'm here as a participant, not a councillor.
Yeah,
right? I just happen to be a councillor.
Mike's been here all 3 days.
All 3 days?
He's been here all 3 days.
Because I'm passionate that this process works, right?
Of course. So, and there's not an election around the corner.
No. So this will, something's going to come forward to council, and then, but you know what, right now, you scanned here, and there's quite a few people, but there's not enough yet.
Do you find, Mike, it's sorry about that.
Yeah.
Do you find it's an education process on yourself to know really
what people?
Like 20 years ago, you would have never even talked about poverty in Fredericton. You know that. That's a fact.
That's right.
And from what I'm told, that's one of the major
issues in affordable housing and poverty, and how we're going to address it. And it's important to the community. That's the key thing. The people here are saying that's important. So we got to be able to find a way to address that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, there's not enough people here yet, because for a report to come out of this with, say, 200 people here, that's good. But that doesn't represent. I'm not an expert in this. I'm going to say you need 400 or 500 people to be able to, when you put a report together, say, okay, that really does represent this enough cross-section of the community, rich, poor, men, women, black, white, that really represents it. Right now, it's just a start, but it's a great start. It's a great start.
And going by the way, you have another issue. You have confidence in our police chief.
But do I have a confidence in the police chief?
You hear that poll? You hear that poll there?
The poll. Look.
But a lot of majority of the poll. Another poll said that they support the Unified Job.
Look, the citizens say they're very happy with the police force. An internal survey showed that there might be some issues. So as a councillor, I'm looking forward to, in the very near future, getting some feedback through our city administrator and police chief on how they're going to address the issues that came forward. Are they valid? If they are valid, what's the action going to be? So that's my role at the moment.
For the record, I think they're doing fine work. They're doing fine work for the police force.
Well, look, the outcomes are great, but we got to make sure that all staff are being treated properly. And if there's some issues, I'm sure the police chief will address them. Council will hold the police chief accountable. Right now, we have no reason to think he's not doing a good job.
Right, quick, do you have an opinion on their new cruiser, the new colors of the?
Look, it's different, right? And if somebody picked it, I'm just glad they didn't pick me, because I say I have one bad eye and the other one's crooked, so I'm not a designer. So I'll let somebody else pick that.
It sort of reminds you of a nice Canadian beer when you see the police cruiser.
As long as there's a police officer in the car, I don't care what it looks like on the outside.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Okay, Charles.